Hello again, YouTube. This is me, Brandon, doing another Sunday sermon summary. I said it was going to be weekly, but I wanted to start out and do a little more so you can have some things to look on more than just one. So this is my fourth one, but I wanted to take it back and look at July. This is a sermon that my pastor taught, and it was called Discernment. And this was from July of 2013, and this one really stuck out with me. And he was talking about discernment and the importance of it in our spiritual walk with God. And the thing that I want to challenge you and I challenge myself with that he tossed out there was, how much do I rely on my experience versus my discernment? So for example, if I'm going through a situation at work or at home, do I say, how did I handle this the last time? What did I do last time? Or do we discern the situation because it's different this time and say, Lord, what should I do through your spirit? What do you want me to do? So that was one of the things he tossed out there, is we get so much experience, so much book knowledge, so much learning that we have. And we say, you know what? I don't have to discern the situation. I can just do it the same way I did last time and not pray and ask God what I should do. So that was one of the key things from this sermon. But let me look at my notes real quick. The key scripture, this was about Solomon. This is something that Pastor David talked about for discernment. We think that we can figure things out, but we don't realize we need discernment. And that was Solomon's prayer. He actually asked God for wisdom and understanding. And that is found in 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 9 through 13. If you want to look that up, it talks about how Solomon prayed and asked for that. And it's something that God was like, wow, this dude wants to be wise. He wants to be able to have discernment and judge situations. And it's so important to judge situations. It's important to judge situations because people's souls can be affected by how we react to a situation or handle certain things. So Solomon prayed for wisdom and understanding and discernment, basically, of how to be a righteous judge. And that's something that I want to challenge all you who are watching this video. Pray and ask God, Lord, how can I judge things better? How can I make better decisions based on being led of the Spirit and not of my own wants and my own experiences? So discernment is huge. So what he defined discernment as basically knowing right from wrong, but also knowing when and how to do something. So it's one thing to know right from wrong, but it's also to know when and how to do something. So, for example, at church, if I'm running choir rehearsal, I have to discern the situation. If we have rehearsal late at night, and I'm like, we need to get through this song, we need to do this, right? But if I'm coming kind of strong with people, I would look and see, oh, people are freezing cold. You need to cut the air conditioning off. Oh, people are tired. It's 9:40 at night. Let me change up my technique. So let me pray and see this person going through something. Should I ask them after rehearsal what they were going through? How should I deal with each person differently each time based on what the Spirit leads? So I can't always say, oh, I got this figured out. I know that they're wrong. They're not giving enough in rehearsal. I need to go at them like this. But I need to say, Lord, what are they going through? How can I respond? And when should I respond? Should I address it right now in front of everybody? Or should I wait till after? So those are just little examples of using discernment, of knowing when and how to handle a situation. Because you know what's right and wrong pretty much, but how do you handle it and how do you resolve it being led by the Spirit? So a couple more scriptures to look up for discernment and different stories about discernment. John 8:3, this is Jesus talking with the woman in adultery. That's a huge one. Jesus could have really handled that wrong, but he didn't. He could have done so many different things to embarrass her. It could have just put her out there and made her look terrible, but he didn't do that. He discerned the situation. And then one more scripture to look up, Hebrews 5:14. This is talking about some people being able to handle strong words, others can't, and they're just not ready for that meat of the word. Some people still need that milk, so we have to discern how to approach different people in our witnessing, in our lifestyle, in our reactions, and everything that we do. Hope this blessed you, and I'll catch you next time. I might do another old sermon, but I'll make sure I put these notes in the description, and hopefully you can dive into the Word and study some more things on the topic of discernment. Peace.